Hello students, welcome back to the English class. I hope you are all doing well, right? Yes, okay. Do you remember the things which we studied in the last sessions? Yes, okay. What is the name of the unit? Yes, very good. The name of the unit is Dawn of Hope and it is the fourth unit. Which are the literary pieces in the unit that we studied? Yes, very good. The Jungle Air Crash by Julian Kepo and On Killing a Tree by Jeev Patel. Yes, The Jungle Air Crash by Julian Kepo is a narrative and it narrates the survival story of a 16-year-old girl named Julian Kepo and the way in which she handled a difficult situation exemplifies the matchless power of human mind. And the next one is On Killing a Tree. On Killing a Tree is a poem by Jeev Patel. Right? Yes. In the poem, the poet says that even the nature plans for its survival during the times of adversity. Right? Yes. That is all we studied from the unit. Now students, please see this proverb. Every cloud has a silver lining. What is the meaning of this proverb? What do you understand from this proverb? Yes, even in the adverse moments of life, there will be a ray of hope. Right? Yes. It is the immense power of mind that can do miracle in life. We can overcome even adverse situations with the matchless power of human mind. Okay students? Okay. Now let's watch a video.
Oh no, it's really no, no. Do me.
I hope you all enjoyed the video, right? Yes. So, who are the main characters in the video? Yes, very good. Two frogs. There are many frogs in the video, but two of them are the main characters. And what are they doing? Yes, very good. They are going somewhere. And what happened to them while going? What happened? Yes. Yes, very good. Not all of them, right? Yes, two of them fell into a pit. And what did they do to escape from the pit? Yes, they jumped again and again to escape from the pit. And did they succeed? Yes, of course they succeeded. And what helped them to succeed? Yes, very good, very good. Strong determination and willpower helped them to succeed, right? So, what is the moral of the story? Yes, very good. Strong determination and willpower will give you success in life and never give up. So, students, you must always remember this moral in your life, right? In your life, many circumstances, many difficulties may come, but you will have to overcome those difficulties with strong determination and willpower and never give up in life. Okay? Good? All good? Yes. All right. So now I will show you something. Okay? Tell me what it is. Okay? Right? What is this? What do you see here? Yes, very good. It's a green leaf. So, can you guess the name of the chapter that we are going to learn today? Yes, very good. The Last Leaf. The Last Leaf is a short story by O. Henry. Have you heard about O. Henry? No, okay. We will learn about him today. So before we move on to the chapter, to the short story, we will first learn about the author. Okay, I will show you the picture of O. Henry and will give you a brief description. Okay. O. Henry, born on 1862 and died in 1910, was a prolific American short story writer, a master of surprise endings, who wrote about the life of ordinary people in New York City. A twist of plot which turns on an ironic or coincidental circumstance is typical of O. Henry's stories. I hope you all understood about the author, right? Yes. Okay. Who is the author? Yes, O. Henry. And where was he from? Yes, he was from America. Yes, very good. He was an American short story writer. And what are the peculiarities of his writings? Yes, his writings are famous for its surprise endings and twist of plot. Yes, very good. Now, all of you please take your textbook. Take page number 132 and start reading the page silently. And also, while reading, underline the unfamiliar words. Okay? And also, try to find out the meanings of the unfamiliar words using dictionary. Okay? Start reading. Did you finish the first paragraph? Yes? Okay, now move on to the second paragraph. Also, don't forget to underline the unfamiliar words, okay? Okay. Did you finish reading? Yes? Okay. Tell me your unfamiliar words. Alex, which is your unfamiliar word? Yes, bohemian. And Simbu, which is your unfamiliar word? Scarce. Okay, scarce. And Alvin, do you have an unfamiliar word other than these? Yes, story. Okay. Any other unfamiliar words? Anybody? No. Okay. Now, I will write the unfamiliar words on the board. Our first unfamiliar word is bohemian. Bohemian. Second unfamiliar word is scarce. And the third word is story. Now, as we have got the unfamiliar words, we will find out the meanings of the unfamiliar words. Okay? I will show you the meanings using a PPT. Dear students, our first word is bohemian. Bohemian means a socially unconventional person, especially one who is involved in the arts. Next word is story. Story means a floor of a building. Next word is scarce. Scarce means uncommon or rare. I hope you all understood the meanings of the unfamiliar words, right? Yes. Okay. Now all of you please take your textbook and please take page number 132. Did you take it? Yes? Okay. Now I will read the portion loudly. You all please listen carefully. Okay? The Last Leaf by O. Henry. To Greenwich Village, many people came who were interested in art. They liked the bohemian life of the village and they enjoyed living among so many artists. The buildings and apartments were often very old and dirty, but this only added to the interest of the place. At the top of an old three-story brick house, Sue and Joanna had their studio. Johnsy was the familiar name for Joanna. One of them was from the state of Maine, the other from California. They had met in the restaurant of an 8th Street hotel. Both were artists who had recently come to New York to make their living. That was in May. In November, a cold, unseen stranger, whom the doctors called pneumonia, stalked about the city, touching one here and one there with his icy finger. He touched Johnsy, and she lay, scarcely moving, on her painted iron bed, looking through the small window at the blank wall of the opposite building. One morning, the busy doctor invited Sue into the hall. She has one chance in, let us say, 10, he said as he shook down the mercury in his clinical thermometer. And that chance is for her to want to live. But your little lady has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. Has she anything on her mind? So, what is the title of the story? Yes, very good. The title of the story is The Last Leaf. And who is the author? Yes, very good. The author is O. Henry. And now, Godwin, please tell me the highlight or the main ideas of the first paragraph. Yes, very good. Very good. Yes, the first paragraph is about Greenwich Village. This story takes place in Greenwich Village, and this village is the favorite residing place of artists. Artists loved living here. They all lived a bohemian life. Bohemian life means an unconventional life. And the place was full of buildings which were old and dirty. And this added to the interest of the place. Okay. Now Simbu, please tell me the highlight or the main ideas of the second paragraph. Yes. Yes, very good. Sue and Joanna had their studio at the top of an old 3-story brick house. They both were from different states. One was from Maine and the other one was from where? Yes, California. And both of them were artists, and they came to this village to make a living. Okay. Now, Enosh, please tell me the highlight or the main ideas of the third paragraph. Yes, very good. By the time of November, many people in Greenwich Village were infected with pneumonia. At that time, Johnsy was also infected with pneumonia. And what happened? She laid on her bed, hopeless. Okay? And now, Alex, please tell me the main ideas of the fourth paragraph. Yes, very good. And in fourth paragraph, it's about the doctor's arrival to Sue's apartment. Doctor came to Sue's apartment to check on Johnsy, and the doctor gave 1 in 10 chance to Johnsy. Why so? Yes, because she was hopeless, right? Yes. Now, Alex, please read the first paragraph loudly. Yes, go on. Yes, bohemian. Yes. Go on reading. Yes, very good, Alex. Now, Joe Martin, please read the second paragraph. Yes, very good, Joe Martin. Now, Simbu, read the third paragraph. While they are reading, all of you please look into your textbook, okay? Yes, pneumonia. Yes, go on reading. Yes. Yes, very good. Now, who wants to read the fourth paragraph? Yes, Anush. Please go. Go for it. Yes. Thermometer. Yes, thermometer. Yes, very good. Now, you all have a work to do. You all have to read this portion loudly at home, and while reading, you have to make a recording. Make a video or audio of your reading and please forward it to me via WhatsApp. Okay? Okay? Will you do it? Yes? Okay. Now, let's move on to the question answer session. Right? Okay. Let me ask you some questions. Why did many people come to Greenwich Village? Yes, Alex, tell me the answer. Yes, very good. Many people came to Greenwich Village because they were interested in art and they enjoyed the bohemian life of the village, and also they liked living among so many artists. Right? Okay. The story is of two artists. Who are they? Yes, very good. Sue and Joanna. Okay. Why did doctor go to Sue's apartment? Yes, Joe Martin, tell me the answer. Yes, very good. The doctor went to Sue's apartment because Johnsy was infected with pneumonia. Yes, very good. Now, why did the doctor give 1 in 10 chance to Johnsy? Who can tell me the answer? Yes, Simbu, tell me. Yes, very good. The doctor gave only 1 in 10 chance to Johnsy because she had already decided that she was not going to get well. Right? And that is why the doctor rated her chances of survival as very thin. Okay. Now, let's move on to the grammar session. Personification is a figure of speech by which human qualities are given to non-human objects. This is the chart that I have prepared for you. Here are some examples for personification. The first one is the cupcake was calling my name. Here calling is a human quality and it is given to the cupcake. Similarly, we have other examples like the sun smiled down at me. The snowflakes danced all around us. The flowers waved at me in the wind. I hope that you have understood about personification, right? Yes. Okay, now let's move on to the discourse session. In this session, what you have to do is that you have to prepare a comic strip. You have to prepare it individually in your notebook. Okay? Before preparation of the comic strip, you have to prepare a description of the picture. The description has to be comprehensive and also pay attention to the minute details. Okay, students? You please prepare the comic strip in your notebook. Prepare it individually, okay? And send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, students? Okay, now I will present my version of the comic strip. Here we can see a conversation between two friends. So one friend is saying to the other one, "Wow, Nancy, you can multiply really fast." So Nancy is saying, "It's probably because I'm a beautiful genius. Perhaps the most beautiful genius of all. Every day the prior week. No Wi-Fi until you do some work today." So that is the conversation between mother and Nancy the previous week. Okay? I hope you have understood about comic strips, right? Yes. Okay, now I will give you a summary of the whole class and let's wind up the session after that. Okay? So, what did we learn today? Yes, we learned the beginning session of the short story, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. And who are the main characters in this story? Yes, Sue and Joanna are the main characters in this story. And the story takes place in Greenwich Village, right? Yes, and this Greenwich Village is a place of artists, right? It is the favorite residing place of artists. This place is full of buildings that are old and dirty, but this only added to the interest of the place. And Sue and Joanna were both artists and they came to New York to make a living. Okay, Sue is from the state of Maine and Joanna is from the state of California. And they both lived together, and by the time of November, Joanna was infected with pneumonia, right? Yes, and she became very ill and she lost all her hope. And one day, doctor came to her apartment, Sue's apartment, to visit Joanna. And doctor gave only 1 in 10 chance to Joanna because she had lost all hope in life. Okay? So that is all about the story, and also we learned about personification and comic strips, right? Yes. So that is what we learned today. That is all, right? Yes? Yes. Anything else? No. Okay. Now you have a homework. You have to prepare a short essay on the importance of optimism in life. Okay, optimism means positive thinking. Okay, so make a short essay on the importance of optimism in life. Okay, write it in your notebook and please send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, I will check it and give you the necessary corrections. Okay, students? Okay, thank you and have a nice day.